What's going on, everybody? Ginger Pops, Scott, aka call me whatever the hell you want. Just thought I would do a quick video. My first week expediting. Well, not quite first full week. It'd be like tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday night. Tomorrow would be Monday, obviously. I came out Wednesday, so almost a week. I just wanted to talk about my first week and how things have gone. I wish I would have gotten more miles, more trips, but I understand things are slow right now, so it's not the end of the world. I'm still enjoying it, still loving it. I have no complaints. First trip I'd gotten was from Aurora, Illinois to Waterloo, Iowa. Dropped off in Waterloo, made it back to Davenport, Iowa. Hung out in Davenport that night. And then I've just been running local stuff. East Moline to Waterloo was my next trip. Came back. Then I had to deadhead to Watertown, Wisconsin, and bring that back to East Moline, Illinois, right across the river from Davenport. And now I'm in Davenport again, and I actually have that load that I picked up in Watertown. It's actually delivering tonight, actually in about an hour, to a plant here in Davenport. The receiving doesn't open until 9:30, so I've got to wait until then. It's about 8:15, 8:20ish currently. So I mean, I got a few minutes. I'm about 15 minutes away. Figured I'd wait until about 9:10, start rolling that way. And literally my load is just one pallet, like 125 pounds. It's a really small load. All of my loads have been relatively light. I did have one load this week that went 12 whole miles, and I thought that was like, holy crap! Like it's got to be some kind of a record for a short haul. But I've actually seen someone's actually broken that. I seen another expediter here on YouTube. His channel's Everything Apex. He actually had a load that went 8 miles. So 8 loaded miles, yeah. But for that 12 loaded miles, it does pay out $200. So I was not too upset with that. That was cool. Yeah, my light's hanging. Every time I put this light in and I drive and I hit like the slightest bump, it pops out. So it's, it can be kind of annoying, whatever. It's my rig currently is a 2020 Mercedes Sprinter van, 2500. I find it's plenty spacious. I've had no problem with it, except for my rear passenger side tire has been giving me an indicator low tire pressure. Talked to fleet owner who has an account with Discount Tire. We're just going to get it replaced in the morning. We're also going to get a new spare because the spare is bad as well. Let's see. So before coming out here in this lovely Sprinter, as we see here, and keep in mind, I don't have E-tracks. I just have hooks in the floor. This van is very minimal. My bunk is just a mattress that's on the floor. I do have heat and vent air that comes through. I don't have AC. Then I've got like a little camping chair that I bought at Walmart, for, sitting, for comfort, I guess. But other than that, the van is fully insulated. So I have no complaints there. It's pretty, it's very well done. But I don't need the bells and whistles. I'm out here to drive. I'm out here to make money. I'm not out here to camp. That's how I see it. I'm out here to hustle. I'm out here to make the miles. I'm out here to deliver these loads. But prior to me coming out here in this, I worked for a local company, local to where I live in Wisconsin, just south of Green Bay, doing expediting. I was expediting in a straight truck, and a lot of those loads Like I've come down into Iowa quite a bit, a whole lot of Chicago, whole heap of Chicago. But they weren't giving me the miles that they told me that I would be getting, and I wasn't getting the trips, and because of that, my pay was really suffering, and it was just. I talked to them and I was like, what's up? Like, why am I not getting these trips? They're like, well, we don't have anything. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. Now, me, I can only hear that as an excuse so many times before I decide I need to make a change and that this is no longer profitable for me. Oop. Coming around to the front so you sit down. But it came to a point where it was no longer profitable for me, and it just did not make sense to continue. That's why I made the decision to become an independent contractor and come out here and bet on myself. I've been around the transportation industry my entire life. Because prior to that, I was also an over-the-road truck driver, as was my father. My father was a truck driver his whole life. So I know how to run these roads. I know how to run these interstates. I know the country like the back of my hand. I don't need a map. I don't need an atlas. All you need to do is tell me a city and a state, and I'll get there. It's as simple as that. But I enjoy being on the road. It's a lifestyle. It's not a job. You can't approach this as a job. If you approach this as a job, you'll fail. 9.5 out of 10 times you'll fail every time. If you approach this as a regular 9-to-5 job, ain't no way. It takes a very special type of person to be on the road and to be able to live this lifestyle. It's a lifestyle I love, and it's I've got support at home, from my wife and from the rest of my family, and so it's this is a good thing. This is a very good thing for myself and my family. First week was not as busy as I would have liked, but it's as in any industry, you got to take the good with the bad. There's no perfect day. There's no perfect week. You can do a little bit better. You can do a little bit worse, but there's nothing that's actually ever considered perfect. So I'm hoping that this coming week will be better. Trying to get up to Detroit. If I can get up to Detroit and at least have 4, 5, 6 hours in Detroit, that would be great. I really would love to get down to Texas after Detroit, obviously. Just for the warm weather, and I love Texas. I love Texas. I love Arizona. I don't mind New Mexico so much as certain parts. But it's it's the life. You got to go where the freight goes, and you pick your beggars can't be choosers, and you've got to come out here with an open mind. You can't come out here and say I'm only going to go here, here, and here, because you're not going to make any money. You've got to be willing and able to go anywhere they need you to. I mean, if my dispatcher was to call me right now and say, hey, tomorrow after you get that tire, we need you to go to Boston, or we need you to go to, California, or whatever. Like, of course I'm going to, because that's why I'm out here. I'm out here to make miles and to earn this money and to make these deliveries and make these trips. So I mean, my fleet owner so far has been great. I messaged him today about the whole tire situation, and he got back to me 20 minutes later with a solution. He made sure that the van was immaculate for me when I took over. There was a prior driver who was in here, but I guess he had some medical reasons that brought him off the road, and he is no longer expediting on the road, so he is done. So it's kind of got to wait and see, how things go. I know I'm not giving up on this. This is something I'm going to continue to follow through. This is a business I know I can be successful in, and it's a business that I will be successful in. Just got to give a little bit of time. Got to be patient. I do need to work on the sleeper back here. I would like to build something back here to where I can keep the bunk off the floor, because I'm a big guy. All right, like I'm 6'1", and I'm husky. Let's just say that I'm husky, and getting up and down off the floor is not comfortable. I do have a 2000 watt inverter in here, but I do need to get a hole through this wall here to where I can be able to get an extension cord put through here to the back. Because I do need to invest in a microwave and maybe a hot plate or something, stuff I can cook with here in the van. Eating out every day, as anybody who's ever been on the road knows, it gets expensive and it's not necessarily the greatest quality of food. I enjoy cooking for myself. I just enjoy cooking in general. It's cheaper and it's better for you. And maybe at some point I'd even like to put a TV in here. As an expediter, you've got times where you've got quite a bit of downtime, whether it be, 24 hours, 36 hours, 48 hours, whatever. You want to be able to be entertained. You don't want to sit around and be bored out of your mind because, that can lead to other things that cost you to spend more money that you really don't want to spend when you're out here. I guess it's the whole point is to make money out here, not to spend more money than you're making. So, then also, I've got my laptop with me. It'd be nice to have, a little fold-down table or something that I can, do some computer work on and stuff. So it's a work in progress. I'm going to be talking to to my fleet owner and, see, maybe, even when I just work on the bunk, if I could put in, a Murphy-style bunk, just something that folds down and I can fold back up. And I can just secure it a latch and a hook or something. As far as the extension cord, I already have the extension cord. I just got to make the hole for it and just punch it through. But I can still fit the charger for my MacBook through the hole. It's really weird. I'll have to do another video on that sometime of me working on the van and such. And I've got these are just furniture blankets. Just moving blankets here. To separate the sleeper from the cargo area and such. Although I have the bunk on the floor right here on the other side at the moment, just because it's more room. It's not as crowded. I've got quite a bit of shit in here, quite a bit of stuff that, I've got to be able to organize, and that's the other thing is I want to put in a couple shelves. So, at least stuff that I can put in to where if I make the decision to go to another fleet owner or whatever, or if I have to switch vans, that I can just pull out. That is not going to be a permanent fixture type thing. Except for the bunk thing, that might be more of a permanent thing. But, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. It's all we can do. So, all right. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to try to get this load into this receiver. I don't see what time it is right now off the top of my head. But I'm going to get ready to roll. I'm going to go get this in. I'm already here in the parking lot with the discount tires. So as soon as I drop off this load, I'm just going to head right back here and catch some sleep. They open up, I believe, at 8 or 8:30. Originally, this load wasn't scheduled to deliver until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I like to have everything early. I hate being late. I just despise being late. And besides, if you can get a load in delivered early, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get it in early. If you can get it there early, get it there early. That's delivery, that's trucking, that's expediting 101. If you can get there early, get it there early. It's simple. But yeah, so I will talk to y'all later, and when I get home, I need to get my my dash mount for my GoPro so I can actually record some road footage as well, and I can put these all together and make my videos a little bit more interesting instead of me just sitting here talking to y'all and like I'm a college professor going through a lecture or something like that. All right. All right, everybody. Have a good night. If I don't talk to y'all, stay safe. Look out, look after one another. Be happy. Be positive. Be safe. Talk to you later.